trial, and the feds is laying out all the particulars for the RICO. And when I think about Diddy, I think about when hip hop just began. As you know, Africa Bambaataa has been found guilty um, on in John Doe's case, but there was a lot of John Doe's, and just like other guys, is John Dane's, Jane Doe's, not John Dane. I mean Jane Doe's. So I'm out here getting some vitamin D in Coney Island. My eye is itching. So I wanted to see what was going on. What you think about what's going on with the Diddy trial? Do you think that they should get the other RICOs? Because there's a lot of RICOs going on now. You know, you just watch, but people are running and hiding under religion. It's a shame what they did to what we call this hip hop today, because it started out innocent and we was having so much fun in Queens and Brooklyn and Harlem. Bronx is their own thing. Yeah, I ran into Mel a couple of weeks ago, and he was saying, "Oh, but you wasn't there." Hell no, I wasn't there in the Bronx. I was in Queens. Queens had it going on. And the same thing could be said about people in Brooklyn. But this is the year of renewal and reveal. All things that have been held and kept in the darkness is coming to light. It don't matter whether or not it's in the music business, it's in any kind of spectrum. New York Presbyterian had been hiding one of the gynecologists for decades, had been essaying and molesting a lot of the patients. And they just finally reached a settlement. And now people are being laid off. I think they settled for something like $438 million that has to go to various different patients. So my opinion with the thing is going on with Diddy and the music industry and Harvey Weinstein and so many others, it's full spectrum, because it's going on in people's workplaces. It's going on in medical institutions. It's going on all over the place. And this is the year to reveal. All of that's got to stop. It's got to stop. Because survivors walk around with the scars. And no one knows what it's like until you walk in their shoes. And all the shoes are not the same. People's lives are being tampered with. And the government is covering up a lot of stuff too because of those relationships. And that's what's going on, and that's what's being revealed in the Diddy trial. There's a lot of RICOs going on, and it's just a matter of time. They say every dog has its day, right? And what's done in the dark going to eventually come to the light. And those are facts. Now, it's been, would have been a lot easier when you're talking about New York Presbyterian and the gynecologist that was doing all of this to these patients, and all of these people and management and the brass that were covering that up. It would have been cheaper to address the issue. If you nip it in the bud early and again, you ain't got to worry about things going out of sorts and everything becoming insane. You really don't. So now, New York Presbyterian is also part of Columbia University. And from my understanding, 1,000 employees have got to be let go, because now they have to pay for these victims. And whereas had it been nipped in the bud early in the game, and I don't give a damn whether or not Africa Bambaataa had Zulus and all of that stuff, somebody should have been pulling somebody's coat, because a lot of harm has been caused. And maybe if that would have happened, it wouldn't have progressed to what Diddy and so many others, because he is not by himself. So I just wanted to pop in and touch bases on current events and what's going on And yeah, I had one of my cases, someone was suing me for defamation of character on the truth because I am a survivor and a victim, and they damnedest to keep me out the history, but I am history. I'm one of the first females to ever do it in Queens, in St. Albans, Hollis, South Side, and as I dig and do more investigation, it's being revealed. But my thing is that I stand with the victims and survivors all day. I don't care whether or not what genre it is. So peace, blessings, and light. Tell a friend, tell a friend. Hey, hello. Peace, blessings, and lights. Hope you all are enjoying your day. Like, share, and subscribe. Let them know that Tam is definitely behind the mic, and I'm live, okay? And I'll catch up with you all later. I'm out here enjoying some fun in the sun. And the worst thing I could have worn was black. This weather is so crazy in New York, you don't know how to dress. All right, have a good one, everyone.